Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well, and we're going to continue with Glory Days Boxing, an absolutely wonderful card and dice boxing game brought to you by Anthony from Bleacher Bums Gaming. Can be purchased on SidelineStrategy.com. Link is provided in the chat and on the page. Anthony just did a wonderful fight. Go check it out. And he also gave a print copy box set away. Congrats to Dale Longsdale, who won the free copy. But we're going to move on to our bout number 2 in our 10-star Elite Championship tournament. Bout number 1 was a great one. Marciano and Frazier. I suggest if you want, check that out. We are now into bout number 2. Gene Tunney taking on James J. Jeffries. 15 rounds heavyweight. Tunney had a career record of 65-1-1 with 48 stoppages versus James J. Jeffries 19-1-2 with 16 stoppages. The bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing, and the scoring will be off pure punches landed and knockdowns. There are no judges. And let's get ready to rumble, as they say, Glory Days boxing style, card and dice. In the red corner, we have Gene Tunney. And in the blue corner, James Jeffries. Gene Tunney, trait is counterpoint. You add +1 to all counter punches landed. And James J. Jeffrey is the body snatcher. If he's on the inside, no punches you cannot block any punches by James Jeffries on the inside. They're both 10 stars. The regular rules read that a certain corner start off with the momentum if it is a toe-to-toe exchange. I like to roll the dice, and it's 2s. Let's roll again. And so it'll be Jeffries, who has a 3, if it's a toe-to-toe exchange off the first segment of the first round. So here we go. Here's the bell. Ding, ding, ding. It's a 3 for 3 for Tunney and a 1 for Jeffries. A 3 for Tunney is 2 stars on the outside against 2 stars on the outside for Jeffries. So Jeffries will go first in this toe-to-toe exchange. Jeffries, a great roll. That's a 10. As you read the black die first, then the white. So on the outside, Jeffries with a 10 lands 4 punches. Jeffries, a big puncher. He's able to catch Tunney. And now Tunney goes from the outside. And that's a 15. So Tunney lands 0 through 56. Jeffries 0 through 46. They're both going to land. That's a 15. And that's a 4-punch combo. So back and forth they go, landing good, crisp shots. We're going to go power check. I like to roll 2 die. The red being Tunney. The blue being Jeffries. Power check. And red is 11 for Tunney. His power is 3, so that's well above it. And Jeffries' power check is a 5, and it's a 7. So no power on either one. Both men absorb the blows quite well. Phantomatics at ringside. Stamina for Gene Tunney in a 15-round bout is 100, the same as James Jeffries. Segment 2, round number 1, a 2 for Tunney, and that's nothing on the inside against a 1. So Jeffries will have control from the outside. Will work behind the jab and the right hand. And that's a 99. Oh boy, a rare events chart. And if you watched Anthony's bout, let's see if something crazy and wacky is going to happen. So we go to the rare event chart as we slide the cards over. And that's an 85. An 85 fighter with the highest foul rating rolls on foul chart, losing a point for an intentional foul. So James J. Jeffrey, 9 foul rating compared to 3. He's going to lose a point. So even if he wins the round, it will be even. And let's see what the foul is. And we'll just roll this one for the foul. That's a 2 on the Jeffries card. And it's low blows. So low blows, as the referee admonishes James J. Jeffries, Low blow, minus a point. As we move on to segment 3, as we'll slide the cards back over this way. And the referee asks Tunney, are you okay? He says yes. Just takes a quick breather. And we continue with round number 1. That's a 4 for Gene Tunney. 2 stars on the inside against a 6 for Jeffries. So Tunney bounces on the inside. Jeffries only 1 star. It's going to be Jeffries. He's going to try to dig his punches in and get out. And that is a 68 on the inside. He misses. Jeffries with a countering opportunity. He counters 1 through 4. And it is an 18. So both fighters throw and miss. We continue on with round number 1. Tunney with a 3. That's 2 stars on the outside against a 5. 2 stars on the outside for Jeffries. Tunney will go first. And that is a 50 on the outside. A 1-2 lands for Tunney. A jab and a right hand. 6 punches now landed. Jeffries in the exchange gets a 53. He misses with his outside punches. And now we'll roll Tunney 3 and under for the power check. And it's a 7. So Tunney, using his ring generalship at the moment, has a 6-4 lead in punches. It's a 4 for Tunney. 2 stars on the inside and a 6, 1 star on the inside. So Tunney continues to maintain control. Dipping in and dipping out. He throws on the inside. That is a 36 for Gene Tunney. He lands 0 through 47. And that's 2 quick, short punches there. He's up to 8. Jeffries. Will he block anything? No. Power check. Tunney. A 1! So Tunney has possibly staggered the big man, James J. Jeffries. His chin, though, is a 1. A 3. A 2, he's staggered. A 1, he goes down. And it's a 3! Those quick combination on the inside staggers Jeffries. So Tunney will go unopposed in the next segment. Segment 6, round 1. Tunney wants to get something on the outside. He lands at a higher clip. We'll just roll to see. That's a 6. 3 stars on the outside, though it doesn't matter. He's unopposed. And if he lands 3 shots, it's a TKO check. So Tunney looking to land a low roll here, and that's a 64. He does not take advantage of it, as somehow Jeffries gets his arms up and parries away the Tunney blows. He lands nothing. We move to segment 7. Opportunity loss for Gene Tunney. Jeffries seems to have cleared his head. A 5 for Tunney. And that is 1 star on the outside and a 6. 1 star on the inside for Jeffries. Tunney will go first, toe-to-toe exchange. So Tunney working from distance again. And that is a 76 from the outside. He misses. Jeffries bores his way in close. And that's a 22. So Jeffries going to work the body and up to the head. 22 on the inside. 3 punches land for big James Jeffries. He's at 7. Power check for Jeffries. And it's a 2! His 5, so it's a power. And now we go to Tunney's chin, which is a 2 and under. He goes down 5, 4, and 3. He's staggered, and it's a 13. So he absorbs it well and gets on his bicycle to get away from Jeffries, who is in pursuit of his prey. A 2 for Gene Tunney and a 2 for James J. Jeffries. Nothing on the inside for Tunney. His worst result on the card. And Jeffries is able to trap him on the ropes. 3 stars there. He's going to ground and pound on the inside as we come to a close of round number 1. And that is a 14. A very good result for James Jeffrey. A 14. Withering 4 blows as he digs 3 to the body and up to the head with the right hand. 4 blows land. Now a defense check. Oh, actually inside none of those can be blocked. Power check for Jeffries. 5 and under he goes. Nope, it's a 17. Final 25 seconds of round number 1. Jeffries with an 11-8 lead in punches. But there's a -1 point, so it will be even. 9-9. That's a 5 for Tunney. And that is 1 star on the outside against a 2 for Jeffries, which is 3 stars on the inside. Great result. So Jeffries keeps Tunney pinned to the ropes. He's going to pound away as the bell comes to an end, and it's a 72. Tunney's excellent defense. There's the bell. Nothing lands on the inside. And that's the end of a very exciting round number 1. So Jeffries scored 11 punches, reducing Tunney's stamina down to 89. And Tunney scored 8, though he did stagger the big man. And let's get the scores out there. Forgot to clear that. Doop. And it is a 9-9 round because -1 point. Remember the foul by Jeffries for low blows, -1 point. So it's a 9-9 round. And I'm just going to put -point Jeffries. So a 9-9 round. We prepare for round number 2. Winner advances in our 10-star elite tournament. Jeffries will have momentum to start off the round if it's a toe-to-toe exchange. And here's the bell for round number 2. Tunney with a 3. 2 stars on the outside against a 5. 2 stars on the outside. Jeffries goes first, and that's a 44 from the outside. He'll land 2 punches, a left and a right. Tunney in the exchange, and that's an 84. He misses. Jeffries power check 10, no doing. Tunney parries away some of those blows. He does take 2 scoring blows. Segment 2, round number 2. Tunney with a 5, Jeffries with a 6. 5, 1 star on the outside for Gene Tunney, a 6. 1 star on the inside for James J. Jeffries. Jeffries goes in the exchange first. That's a 46 on the inside. 2 more punches landed for Jeffries, both to the body, a left and a right. And now here goes Tunney from the outside, and that is a 7. Great result from the outside. 4 punches were landed, 3 jabs and a right hand thud on Jeffries' noggin. Jeffries power check. Oh, let's roll both dice because I like to do that. And that's a 9 for Jeffries. That's well out of range, and a 15 for Tunney. Both fighters throw, but they're able to stand up to their punishment. We move on to segment 3, round 2. Here goes Tunney and Jeffries into the breach once again. A 2 for Tunney. Horrible result. No stars on the inside against a 6. That 1 star wins it. So Jeffries imposes his will on Tunney, backs him up towards the ropes. He fires away, and that's a 53 on the inside, and that just lands. 2 punches landed for Jeffries. He's up to 6. Again, on the inside, no punches can be blocked. And Tunney only has minuses, so we will not roll. Power check for James J. Jeffries as he bangs away on the inside. Tunney slides off the ropes. No damage. Round continues. A 5 for Tunney. 1 on the outside against a 1. 2 on the outside for Jeffries. So Jeffries going to work behind that jab. He throws, and it's a 23 from the outside. He lands 3 punches. 2 jabs and a good right hand. Hit Tunney. He's up to 9 punches landed. And from the outside, let's see if Tunney can block anything. 1 through 7, he blocks a punch. It's a 7. He blocks 2 punches. Goes back down to a 7. So only 1 punch gets through. It's the right hand. Power check for James J. Jeffries, a 16. So Tunney blocks 2 of the punches. Dances away. Segment 5, round 2. It's a 3 for Gene Tunney. 2 stars on the outside and a 2 for Jeffries. That's an excellent result as Jeffrey once again imposes his will. Bores in at Tunney, able to push him back towards the ropes. He throws, and a tremendous result. That is a 0-1-5. Pummeling punches land on Tunney as Jeffries has him trapped on the ropes. And again, on the inside, make sure, on the inside, no punches can be blocked. So that's 12 punches landed. Power check for Jeffries, and it's an 8. So no power, no knockdown check. We move to segment 6. Tunney behind by 8 punching points now. It's a 4 for Tunney. He's got to get something going here. 2 stars on the inside against a 5. 2 stars on the outside. Jeffries is going to go first from distance, and that is a 40. A 1-2 lands for Jeffries in this exchange of punches. Tunney, after absorbing those blows, lets his hands go on the inside, might work the big man's body, and that's a 0-9. So that's 9. 4 punches land as 2 shots to the body and 2 shots up to the head. 8 punches now landed for Tunney. Power check. Red die is Tunney. Blue die is Jeffries. We have a 9 for Tunney, so no power there. And a 5 for Jeffries. Possible knockdown for Jeffries. So we go to a chin check. A 2 or a 1. Tunney goes down. A 5, 4, and 3. He's hurt. And it's a 4. He is staggered. So Jeffries has Tunney wobbled. He's on spaghetti legs. We go to segment 7. Jeffries is unopposed. He will bomb away. Big opportunity here for James J. Jeffries in this fight. That's a 4. 2 stars on the inside. That's where Jeffries wants to be. If he lands 3 punches, we go TKO check. We roll. And it's a 55. And he misses. He cannot take advantage of the opportunity. Dazed and confused, Tunney is able to parry away those blows. Slides off the ropes. 40 seconds left in round number 1. As that is a 1 and a 1. So 1 for Tunney's, 2 on the outside, and 2 on the outside for Jeffries. Jeffries goes first. He throws his combination. It's a 19. 3 punches land. 2 jabs and a right hand bounce off Tunney's head. Tunney still trying to clear the cobwebs. And Tunney, simultaneous exchange, is a 65, excuse me. He misses his blows. He's still shaken up. Power check for Jeffries, and it is an 8. He needed a 5. Final 20 seconds of the second round. Jeffries 17-8. Another good round for James J. Jeffries. A 4 for Tunney. That's 2 stars on the inside against a 3 for James Jeffries, and that's nothing. So Tunney regains some of his senses. A 4 from the inside as he ties up the big man, but lets his hands go now, and that's a 16 on the inside. 4 punches land. 4 punches land, possibly up to 12. Defense check for Jeffries. A 1 through 3, -1, 4, and 5. Tunney adds a punch. It's a 13. Power check for Tunney is a 20. Possible cut on Jeffries. Jeffries cuts at a 5. Reroll. It's a 10. No cut, and there's the bell. So Tunney was staggered, but he rallied a bit at the end. Jeffries scores 17 blows. Tunney's stamina now goes down to 72. Tunney landed 12, a little better output than the 8. And Jeffries wins the round 10-9. He now has a 19-18 lead as we head to the third round of boxing. And Tunney will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange. So we prepare for round number 3. Both men getting final instructions in the corner. There's the bell. Here they come. Gene Tunney with a 6. That's an excellent result. 3 stars outside against a 3. Nothing for Jeffries. So Tunney has an opportunity trying to take the rhythm away from Jeffries here. And that is a 91 from the outside. And the big man ties him up. He grabs onto Tunney and won't let go. He doesn't let Tunney get in a rhythm. That's a clinch. That ends that segment. We continue with the round. A 2 for Tunney. Nothing on the inside against a 1, 2 on the outside. So Jeffries pushes away Tunney and starts bombing away with big blows. And that's a 99 again. We go to the rare result chart one more time. Wow, we've hit that twice now. 99. And we will roll again. Rare result. That's a 33. A 33 on the rare result chart. Each fighter warned for holding and hitting. 1 punch lands and 1 foul warning for each fighter. So this fight's got nasty. Holding and hitting. The referee warns them. Referee warns them. So they each get a warning for holding and hitting here in round number 3. Warning, holding and hitting. As he continues to admonish them. And And he says, this is a fight, not a wrestling match. He says, let's box. And they continue on now. Segment 3. It's a 6 for Gene Tunney, which is 3 stars on the outside. Excellent result for Tunney, the dancing master. And a 5 for Jeffries, 2 stars on the outside. So Tunney going to work behind that quick jab and right hand. That's a 12 on the outside. 3 jabs and a thudding right hand catch Jeffries. And Tunney, as he lands 4 shots, moves to 5. Let's see if Jeffries blocks anything. 1 through 3 he does. It's a 5. No, Tunney lands a little hook on the way out. That's a 5th punch that lands. And now power check for Gene Tunney. Again, he needs a 3 and under, and it's an 11. We move to segment 4. So Tunney in a rhythm here. It's a 6 for Tunney and a 4 for Jeffries. 6 is, again, great result for Tunney. 3 stars on the outside against a 4, 2 stars on the inside. So Jeffries tries to bore his way in. Tunney uses his ring generalship, and now he fires away, and that is a 13 from the outside. Another 4-punch salvo lands. He's up to 10. Does Jeffries block anything? No, it's a 14. Power check for Tunney. It's a 12. So Tunney rat-a-tatting Jeffries at will in this round, 10-1. The round continues. Again, a 6 for Tunney. He is in a rhythm. A 6 and a 4. Say no more. It's Tunney throwing his punches, throwing them quick. It's a 66, though. Jeffries gets his hands up, parries the blows away. Those punches are missed. Jeffries will now attempt a counter. It's a 5 on the counter, and he misses a big right hand. 1 through 4 would have been a countering result. We move to segment 6 of round number 3. Tunney with a 1, Jeffries with a 3, so that's 2 stars on the outside for Tunney. And nothing for Jeffries, so Tunney continues to keep the big man off balance. Tunney throws from the outside, 84. He misses, countering opportunity for Jeffries, and that's a 20. So Jeffries couldn't let his hands go as Tunney moves away, side to side with Gene Tunney. Come to the final minute of round number 3. That's a 6. Again, tremendous result for Tunney. 3 stars, none better, and a 5. That's not good enough. 2 stars. So Tunney goes from the outside, working behind that jab, that educated jab, but he cannot connect. 73. He misses those punches as Jeffries able to get his hands up. Jeffries looking for the counter opportunity. That's a 9. So Tunney doesn't stay for return mail. Final 40 seconds of round number 3, excuse me. That's a 5 for Tunney, 1 star on the outside, and a 3 for Jeffries. Nothing on the outside. So again, Tunney working behind the jab. He's got to land here, and that's a beautiful result. That is a 1, and that is 5 punches. 2 jabs, a left, a right, and another left. 5 punches, 15 blows landed possibly. Did Jeffries block any? It's a 2. Jeffries was able to parry 1 away, as 1 through 3 minuses 1. So only 14 punches land. A huge round, though, for Tunney. Power check for Gene Tunney. Needs a 3 and under. It's a 1! So Jeffries' chin check is a 1. 3's hurt. It's a 6. So the big man absorbs the punishment as Tunney slides away again. Doesn't wait for return mail. The final 20 seconds of a huge round here for Gene Tunney. It's a 3 for Tunney, which is 2 stars on the outside against a 6, 1 star on the inside. Tunney's masterful performance continues as we come to the end of round 3, and that is a 49 on the outside. A quick 1-2. Up to 16 punches possibly. Did Jeffries block anything? It's a 1. Jeffries again parries away 1 blow. Goes back to 15. Power check for Gene Tunney as we come to a round end. 19. Possible cut on Jeffries. And that is a 9. His cut rating is a 5. There's the bell. A great round for Gene Tunney as he thudded home 15 blows to the head and body of James J. Jeffrey. Actually, most of that was to the head. It's amazing Jeffries hasn't swollen up yet. So 15 blows landed by Tunney. And Jeffries only landed 1. That could be a 10-8 round, folks. But I will not give it a 10-8. Wow, that is a huge difference, but we will not give it 10-8. I'll have to come up with a rule later on the point differential. We're just going to go 10-9. He did land some good. If he had staggered him, I probably would have given it a 10-8. But we're just going to go pure punches. So 10-9 for Tunney. It's 28-28 as we prepare for round number 4. And let me just write on my score chart here. So stamina now, after 3 rounds of boxing, Tunney's down to 71 as we prepare for round number 4, and Jeffries to 65. So 65. And we prepare. Tunney will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start. We prepare for round number 4. They wait the bell, and here's the bell for round number 4. Here goes Tunney and Jeffries. A 3 for Tunney, 2 stars on the outside against a 5, 2 stars on the outside. Tunney goes first in this toe-to-toe exchange. And Tunney, that is an 18. Outside, 4 punches land. Tunney's jab is beautiful. 3 jabs and a right hand. And Jeffries in the exchange, he goes now from the outside. That's an 89. And that is he misses everything. So Tunney with the power check, and it's an 8. So Jeffries is taking a pummeling, but he's absorbing the punishment. We continue on with round number 4. It's a 2 for Gene Tunney. Nothing on the inside, his worst result on his card against a 3. Nothing on the outside, so it's going to be an exchange. Tunney works in on the inside, might work the body of the big man. That's a 98, a possible foul. And now Jeffries will go, and that's a 72 from the outside. So Jeffries misses his shots. So the possible foul for, let's check that out. Foul rating is a 3 for Tunney. Pretty clean fighter. That's an 18. So Tunney is awarded 1 punch on the possible foul. Ref didn't see it. We move to segment 3 of round 4. Tunney with a 4 control factor roll. That's 2 on the inside against a 6. 1 on the inside. So Tunney, again, just letting his hands go. Tunney goes from the inside. It's a 57. He misses. Jeffries will counter 1 through 4. And he is unable. Tunney moves away. Round 4 continues. A 1 for Tunney. 2 stars on the outside against a 2 for Jeffries. 3 stars on the inside. Jeffries pins Tunney to the ropes. Flails away. That's a 29. And that flailing on the inside. 3 booming punches landed on the inside. No punches can be blocked. An uppercut gets through. So that's 3 punches for Jeffries. Power check. It's a 7 outside his range. He needs a 5 and under. Segment 5, round number 4. Very close bout here. And it's a 4 for Tunney. 2 stars on the inside against a 2. 3 stars from the inside. So Tunney is out-muscled by Jeffries. Jeffries lets his hands go. That's a 30. And he's going to land 3 punches again. Cannot be blocked on the inside. 6 blows land so far. Power check, and that's a 9. So Tunney is able to roll with the punches. He is hit with them. And it's a 5 for Tunney. 1 on the outside against a 2. 3 on the inside again. So Jeffries again bores in, fires away, and that's a 59 on the inside. He misses. Jeffries will now await the Tunney counter punch. It's a 17. So Tunney more interested of trying to get the heck off the ropes as the big man looking to pound away on the inside and wear down Gene Tunney. 6s. And that is 3 stars on the outside for Tunney. He will win that against 1 on the inside. Tunney moves towards the center of the ring, trying to work behind that jab. And it's a 74 from the outside. He throws and misses. Jeffries parries away a blow. He looks to counter now. Jeffries will counter 1 through 4, and it's an 18. And Tunney again just moves away. Very close round here. 6-5 so far. For Jeffries, we come down to the final 40 seconds. This round's up for grabs. A 2 for Tunney, and it's nothing on the inside against a 4 for Jeffries. 2 on the inside. So Jeffries works his way into close punching range. And that is a 28 on the inside. 3 punches land. That's 9. Nothing can be blocked as Jeffries has the body snatcher trait. Power check. And that's a 20. Possible cut on Tunney. Tunney cuts 4 and under. And it's a 14. So no cut, but Jeffries has a 4-punch lead now. Can he maintain it? As we come down to the final seconds of round number 4, it is a 2 and a 2. How do you do? Nothing on the inside for Tunney, and 3 stars for Jeffries. Jeffries will throw and throw hard. It is a 25 on the inside. 3 more thudding punches land. 2 to the body, and an uppercut splits the Tunney defense, snapping his head back. 12 punches had landed. As we come to the bell, power check, 19, possible cut on Tunney. Again, 4 and under, it's a 9, and there's the bell. There is no cut, but a good round for James J. Jeffries. He scores very well in the second half of that round. He will take it 10-9. Now has a 38-37 lead. Jeffries, who had a horrible round 3, comes back to land 12 blows of tremendous bad intention, as Mike Tyson would say. Tunney only landed 5. He was on defense for most of that round. Stamina check after 4 rounds, scheduled for 15. Tunney has 59. Jeffries 60. As we prepare for round number 5, Jeffries will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange to start off the round. Last second instructions for both fighters. Here's the bell, round number 5. Tunney with a 1, 2 stars on the outside against a 6, 1 star on the inside. So Tunney again trying to establish his jab here from the outside. That's a 98. 98 is a 1 punch will land. Possible foul. Tunney fouls 4 and under, and it's a 4, so there's a foul here. What will the foul be? It's a 17. Elbows. So Tunney giving as good as he gets. He is warned for elbows. And elbow, the first time around, it's just a warning. So Tunney in round 5, as the referee admonishes him for using the elbows. And now it says continue to fight. We move to segment 2. Jeffries infuriated with that. Tunney better watch out in close. Jeffries, a tremendously dirty fighter. And that is a 4 for Tunney. And he's going to stay on the inside. 2 stars against a 3. And that's nothing on the outside. So Tunney gets through the Jeffries jab. He gets in close. He's going to grip and rip. And that is on the inside of 54. He misses with his blows. Jeffries countering opportunity. That's a 5. And they tie up and push away. Neither fighter lands anything. We continue on with round number 5. It's a 2 and a 2. How do you do? Nothing on the inside. The worst result Tunney can have against 3 on the inside. So Jeffries forces Tunney back towards the ropes, lets his hands go 29 on the inside. He lands 3 punches. Again, he digs 2 lefts to the body and a snapping uppercut. None of his punches can be blocked on the inside. Body snatcher trait. And now power check for Jeffries is an 8. So Tunney absorbs them. He's trying to get away from the ropes. We move to segment 4. And it's a 6 for Tunney. 3 on the outside against a 5. 2 on the outside. So Tunney does get away from the ropes. Will work behind the jab. That's what he's trying to do. And he's going to do it with excellent success. That's a 0-6. 4 punches will land, possibly. Defense check for Jeffries, 15. So 4 punches, 3 jabs, and the right hand. Power check for Tunney, 3 and under, and it's a 10. So Tunney lands his blows and moves away. Jeffries, again in pursuit of his prey. 6s, but he will not catch Tunney, as that's 3 stars on the outside. And Tunney wins that. And that's a 37. So once again, from the outside, Gene Tunney pecking away. 2 jabs and a right hand. Nailed Jeffries. Possible 7 punches have landed now. Did Jeffries block anything? No, that's an 18. Power check for Tunney. It's a 2. Possible knockdown or staggering of the big man. A 1, he goes down. A 2 and 3, he's hurt. And it's a 7. So Jeffries tries to grab onto Tunney. They force the break. He felt it a bit, but he's still all right. We continue on. It's a 4 for Tunney. And Tunney, that's 2 stars on the inside. I don't know if you really want to be there with James J. Jeffries. And a 5, 2 stars on the outside. Tunney will go first. And that is a 51 on the inside. He misses those punches. Jeffries pushes away to get some distance, looking to land from range. He throws, and that is an excellent result. It is a 2 from the outside. Jeffries pummels Tunney with 5 possible blows. Tunney, defense check, is a 20-0. Power check for Jeffries, 16. No, but those blows landed and landed hard. 8-7 in favor of Jeffries right now, with about a minute 15 left in an exciting round number 5. 2 for Tunney. Nothing on the inside against a 1. Jeffries has it from the outside again from range, looking to land that big right hand. It is a 74. He misses. Countering opportunity for Tunney, a 14. Tunney doesn't want to counter. He thought about it. He feinted. He just moves away. The final 40 seconds of round number 5. As Sports Time Machine, a great channel, is here at ringside. It is a 1 for Tunney. 2 stars on the outside against a 4. 2 stars on the inside. Jeffries bores in, forces Tunney to the ropes. Great result. That is a 5. 4 punches landed. 3 to the body and a right hand to the head. Tunney slides away from the ropes and fires. 74. He misses. Power check for Jeffries is a 12. Final 20 seconds of a round where Jeffries is pouring it on now. He should take it. He's up 12-7. Tunney needs a big result here. That's a 1. 2 stars on the outside against a 4. 2 stars on the inside. Jeffries again will go first. 4 on the inside, 2 stars, and that is a 46. He lands a left and a right. 1 to the body, 1 to the head. Again, you cannot block those punches on the inside. Tunney from the outside now, as again he tries to slide away from the ropes. That's a 16. 4 punches landed for Gene Tunney. 3 jabs and a right hand. Power check for both fighters. Blue die Jeffries, red die Tunney. Tunney rolls a 4. That's just outside his range, and that's a 15, and there's the bell. So Tunney rallies, but it's not enough. Jeffries, 14 punches landed. Tunney with 11. Jeffries takes that round very close, 10-9. So after 5 complete, a third of the bout complete, it is now Jeffries 48, Tunney 46. The fighters take a sip of water, as I do, getting instructions as they await the bell. Jeffries will have momentum if it's a toe-to-toe exchange. Here's the bell for round number 6. Stamina now down to 45 for Tunney and 49 for Jeffries. Ding, ding goes the bell. Round number 6. A 3 for Tunney. And that's 2 stars on the outside against a 1. 2 stars on the outside. So it's a toe-to-toe exchange. Jeffries, the bigger man, goes first. And that is a great result. 6-0-6. 4 punches landed. As he's wailing away, Tunney obliges and wails away back. That is a 0-0. Tunney lands 5 punches, so they stand toe-to-toe and just beat the bejesus out of each other. Tunney outdoes Jeffries by a punch. Power check. Red, remember, is Tunney. Blue is Jeffries. And neither men score on the power because it's a 10-18. Wow, what a way to start off round number 6. The fans are on their feet cheering. It's a 2-2 now, and that's a horrible result for Tunney. And a great result for Jeffries. So Jeffries is on the inside, and that's a 46 on the inside. Jeffries will dig 2 shots, 1 to the body and 1 to the head. He's at 6 blows. Power check for Jeffries. It's an 18. Nothing doing there. Round continues. A 5 for Tunney. 1 on the outside against a 2 for Jeffries, 3 on the inside. So Jeffries imposing his will once again, trapping Tunney towards the ropes. And it's a 12 on the inside. He lets his hands go, 4 shots, snapping Tunney's head back. 2 to the body and up to the head. He's now landed 10. Power check for Jeffries. Remember, 5 and under, it's a knockdown. It's an 18. Tunney absorbs the blows, tries to slide off the ropes. It's a 3 for Tunney. 2 on the outside against a 2. And he does not. Jeffries able to keep him pinned on the ropes as he gets 3 on the inside. Jeffries throws. Again, you cannot block Jeffries' punches on the inside. He's got the body snatcher trait. It is a 54. And oh, opportunity lost. He misses those punches. So a countering opportunity for Tunney. He counters 1 through 7, and if he does hit him with a counter, he gets an extra punch. He hasn't landed 1 counter yet. He might have, and I might have forgot the rule, but that's a 12. So he just wants to get the heck off those ropes and get some distance from the very angry James Jeffries. It's a 5 for Gene Tunney, 1 on the outside against a 3. Nothing on the outside, so he does get more towards the center of the ring. Tunney working behind the jab, and he throws 2 jabs and a right hand well short. That's an 89. And they fall into a clinch. Actually, no, I'm sorry. That's from the outside. He misses. And now Jeffries with a countering opportunity. 1 through 4. And it's a 17. So Tunney does not wait for return from sender. He is on his bicycle. He's down by 5 points. He's got to make something happen here. And he's going to. That's a 6. For Tunney. 3 stars on the outside against a 5. 1 star on the 2 stars on the outside. So Tunney, again, trying. He needs to take advantage here. Work behind the jab. And he will this time. That's a 26 from the outside. And that's 3 punches landed possibly. So he's back up to 8. Did Jeffries block any? A 1 through 3. He blocks 1. It's a 7. So nothing there. Power check for Tunney. And that's an 8. So he throws his punches and moves away. The round closes 10-8 right now. In punches landed for Jeffries. And it's 6s, and you know who wins that? That's Tunney. 3 stars against 1 star, and it's from the outside. So Tunney where he wants to be at range behind the jab. And that is a 0-6. Tunney looking to steal the round at the end. A 0-6 on the outside. 4 punches, 2 jabs, a right hand, and a left hook bounce off the big man's head. 12 possible blows. Defense check, 19, nothing doing. Can Tunney land a 3 with power? No, it's a 20 possible cut. Jeffries cuts at a 5, and it's a 12. So the final 45 seconds here in round number 6, as Tunney has just taken a 12-10 lead, and it is a 3 for Tunney, which is 2 on the outside against a 6 for Jeffries, 1 on the inside. So once again, Tunney with the 3 is from the outside working behind the jab, and that's a 96. A 96 from the outside is a clinch. So the big man, Jeffries, grabs onto him, and now the referee forces him to break. He's trying to rough him up in that break. 96. Oh, foul. If possible, foul. Actually, not a clinch. Let's roll for that. It's a 1. Wow. So, all right. Let's see what the foul is. It's an 18, rabbit punching. So this has been a rough, dirty fight. Again, warning for rabbit punching in round 6. Tunney and Jeffries have given as good as both have gotten. Rabbit punching in 6. We come down to the final 20 seconds. The ref has his hands full here in this bout. It's a 6, and Tunney should win this round. And he should, because that is a 3 punches on the outside. He wants to add to his total. Tunney's going to work behind that jab, and that's a 71. He does not take advantage of it. In fact, he misses his punches. So an opportunity for Jeffries on the counter. If he lands 1 through 4, it's a 12-12 round, and it's an 18. There's the bell. So Tunney takes the round 12-10 on punches. So Tunney 12. 10 to Jeffries. Stamina now. Tunney with 35. Jeffries with 37. And Tunney takes the round 10-9. It's now 57 for Jeffries. 56 for Tunney as we approach round number 7. Another barn burner in our 10-star elite tournament. Tunney will have momentum. in a toe-to-toe exchange to start off the round. Here's the bell for round number 7. That's a 4 for Tunney. That's 2 on the inside against a 6 for Jeffries. That's 1 on the inside. So Tunney jabs his way in close, and he throws from in close, and that's a 30 on the inside. 3 possible punches landed. Let's see if Jeffries can do anything. 1 through 3, he'll block one of those blows. It's a 5. Tunney lands 1 more, a left hook. 4 punches landed. Power check is a 4, just outside of Tunney's power range. He needed a 3. So he shakes up the big man, but not good enough. It's a 5 for Tunney. 1 on the outside against a 6 for Jeffries. 1 on the inside. Tunney working from range. Jeffries trying to bore in. It's a 97. My God, this fight has gotten dirty. A 97 on the outside. Again, possible foul. So we'll check that in a second. And that's 1 punch lands on that. And now Jeffries 6 from the inside. Great result. A 1, a 0-1. 5 punches landed for Jeffries. So now let's check the foul first, I guess. And that's an 8, so no foul for Tunney. Power check for Jeffries. A 1! A 1! Can Tunney stand up? 5, 4, and 3 staggered. 2 and 1, he goes down. It's a 1! Down goes Gene Tunney. Tunney is down from a thudding right hand. He will be knocked out if it's a 1. It's an 11. He's down for the 3 count. He gets up, takes the mandatory 8. So a knockdown is scored by Jeffries in the 7th. Tunney is a bit dazed and confused. Jeffries pursuing his kill. Jeffries will go unopposed. It's a 3, and it's from the outside. He would rather have been on the inside where he lands at a better percentage. So he goes from the outside, 0 through 46. It's a 28. 3 punches will land. We'll go to a TKO check. TKO check. And it's a 3. If it's a 3 and under, this fight's over. It's a 2! It is all over! The referee leaps in as Tunney is badly hurt. His knees buckled. Jeffries had him pinned on the ropes, was going to pound away. The referee jumps in, and this fight is over. It is over. James Jeffries, in one of the dirtiest pugilistic contests you can ever witness between both fighters, has just TKO'd Gene Tunney here in round number 7. In the 3rd segment, we roll. It is an odd number at the 49-second mark. So the 49-second mark, TKO. TKO. So 49 seconds in, the TKO winner is James J. Jeffries. He drops Tunney, forced him to the ropes, and then pounded away. 2 violent shots, snaps Tunney's head. Tunney buckled. Jeffries looking for the final killing blows, and the referee leaped in to save Tunney any further damage. Wow. So James J. Jeffries is the winner by TKO here in the 7th after dropping Gene Tunney. The scorecards prior to that, Jeffries was up after 6 rounds complete, 57-56. Phantomatic says, boom goes the boxer. You are correct. You are correct. So, the winner and advancing in our 10-star elite tournament in a very rough, tumble, and dirty fight. We had 3 fouls called. Tunney and Jeffries were both warned for holding and hitting in that very ugly round number 3. The initial foul, again, Jeffries had won round number 1, but the low blow, they took a point away. he would have won the round, obviously, 11-8 in the close round. But Jeffries is a rough and tumble fighter. And then we had the elbows and rabbit punching. Tunney felt that he had to out-bully the bully, probably his big mistake, as Jeffries stops Tunney TKO in the 7th after knocking him down, hurt him bad, trapped him on the ropes, started pounding away 2 horrific shots, snapping Tunney's head. How he stood up, I don't know. His knees buckled badly on the second one, and the referee, Ruby Goldstein, leaped in to save Tunney any further damage. As Tony Whitehill, how you doing, my friend? Hope all is well. Gentleman Jim Jeffries. Well, it was more Gentleman Jim Corbett. Jim Jeffries was notorious for fouling, as his foul rating is a 9, and also if you in Title Bout Championship Boxing PC, he fouls often is his rating. So we have Tony Whitehill. Check out that YouTube channel, as well as Phantomatic and Sports Time Machine. Hope you enjoyed it. As once again, great game, Glory's Days Boxing card and dice. James Jeffries will advance in our 10-star elite tournament of heavyweights with a 7th round stoppage of Gene Tunney. So we've had 2 bouts completed, Marciano and Frazier, which was a barn burner. I will not tell you what happened in case you want to watch it and you haven't seen it already. And now we have witnessed James J. Jeffries stopping Gene Tunney. So thank you to those who were at ringside. Hope all is going well. Remember, if you like it, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Spread the word of the channels in the community as we continue to grow. Watch out for that big left hook and all the dirty tactics. Till next time, health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless, and you know what's coming. Peace!